What's up, family? Police say on Saturday, 26-year-old Jarvis Johnson, a Houston man, brutally murdered 28-year-old Wendy Dwan in her backyard at her Sugar Land, Texas home and fled. The fugitive task force caught up with him in Shreveport, Louisiana, and swooped in to make the arrest. Fam, the reason why I wanted to cover this story in particular is because I had just had a conversation about this type of murder, not even 24 hours, with a friend of mine, talking about how dangerous it is to date on these apps. These dating apps are very dangerous. Check this out, fam. Police say that dude and Wendy had only known each other for 1 week. Neighbors say they heard some arguments, heard an argument in the backyard, and then they heard shots. Dude fled, but surveillance cameras, which were situated at her house and around the neighborhood, captured his license plate, which enabled police to track him down. Good job, law enforcement. That's what we pay you for. That's what we pay you for. To take these uncivilized mutts off the streets. Now, it's too late for Wendy, but at least nobody else has to worry about this dude. Oh, he's gone. For sure. He's gone. And he's probably going to get the death penalty because this is a high-profile case. He killed an elementary school teacher, a beloved elementary school teacher. And it's a big loss for the community. People like this woman. They liked her a lot. Don't know how many people liked him. Obviously, he didn't get what he needed at home. This dude killed this woman over an argument. They're arguing. There were some reports that they were dating, they were boyfriend and girlfriend, whatever. But the bottom line is that they only knew each other for 1 week. Let me tell you something about these dating apps, fam. It's hard enough to meet somebody genuine in person who you know something about. Perhaps, a friend introduced y'all. You go to the same church. You work at the same place. You met him at the post office. You seen him at the store. You see what car he got inside. You got the license plate. You know his cousin. You know what school he went to. Y'all went to school together. It's something about that person that you can pick up on. There's some signs you can pick up on when you meet a person traditionally. These dating apps, a person can be whatever they want to be. And the dating apps, according to law enforcement, are the #1 resource for predators these days. That's their #1 resource. That's their go-to. So while you're on social media trying to, put up your best shot and making your profile look all perfect and all this stuff, and you out here thinking you finna meet a solid cat, the predator, his job is to catfish you and make you think that he's what you're looking for or she's what you're looking for. So you mess around and walk right into the trap. And guess what? Taking someone with you to meet someone who might have it on their mind to cause you harm only puts that other person in harm's way. Because some of these dudes are bad enough to take both of y'all down. Too dangerous, fam. Too dangerous. I would advise you not to do it, but if you're gonna do it, if you just if you gotta do it, there are some precautions that you should take. One of the first things that you do is meet a person at a mutual place where it's open to the public and there's lots of people and there's multiple exits and entrances. This way, that person can't tell from which direction you came from. They can't tell what you're getting into. They can't tell which direction you're leaving. You know what I'm saying? They can't tell which way you're going. They don't know if you're coming or going. That's number one. Sometimes they work in teams, so you still can't be too careful with that. It is absolutely imperative that you turn your locations on. Turn your location on so people can know where you are. Let multiple people know where you are. If you're that set on using a dating app and you have some trepidation about telling people because you're afraid that you might be judged, then you probably shouldn't be doing it, right? That means that you know it's an issue, but you don't want to tell anybody because you don't want the shame that comes with it, right? You don't want the correction that comes with it. Do not ever invite somebody to your house or go to their house. A lot of times these guys will use abandoned buildings, abandoned homes, abandoned apartments to get you to meet them at. Or they'll tell you to meet them at a nice place or whatever. And, as soon as you get out the car, they watching. And when you pull up, all of a sudden they're getting out of the car too or some kind of way. Or they just rush up on you and grab you. Or perhaps they're getting out the car. Oh yeah, I just pulled up. Next thing you know, you in the car. And it's over. Because once you get in that car, fam, it's over. It's over. Don't get in that car. But y'all can look up online, I'm not some safety expert or nothing. I'm not that. I'm just trying to give you a few tips. If you're going to jump out there, at least, have some type of, put some type of precautions in place, And I would say also, just assume that nobody is really who they are. Because just like you on those dating apps line, other people are on that line too. This dude, Jarvis Thompson, has a $500,000 bond. He's being held in Louisiana, in Shreveport, Louisiana, where they found him at, where they tracked him down at. He's being held there on a $500,000 bond, and they're waiting to process him to Texas so that he can stand trial. I don't understand why they give people like this a bond, because it's a possibility that he can make the bond. And if a person think they're going to go down anyway, why not get a few more kills in before they, have to go in and do their time? I don't understand why they do stuff like that. If especially if you really understand this is a dangerous person, that this is the guy, he did it. He's the one. We got irrefutable evidence. He's the one. You don't let those type of people out. You don't get those type of people a bond. That don't make sense to me. That's irresponsible to me. But what say you? Drop a comment, fam. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.